you're a fucking, what are you, like a Hishi?
What? I said respect your grandfather.
You said, don't talk to, wait, no, before that, didn't you say?
Don't talk to your grandfather that way.
Wait, I thought you were just doing like, I don't know, you're a cracker. Wait, how are you my grandfather? Why would you fuck my mom? Wait, no. That happens as, no. Wait, hold up. That means you fucked my grandmother or something. That's kinda weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and then I made your mother.
You. But I don't look like you. I'm not as ugly as you, my dude.
Yeah, it says the one with the gap in his teeth.
Fuck you. At least my teeth aren't yellow.
My teeth aren't yellow either.
That's not what last at E-Games, whatever it's called.
At what?
That E-Games place.
Yeah, games?
Yeah, that place, it was me, you, and Dane. We went. Yo, yellow ass teeth.
Dude, I had literally just drank 2 monsters. What do you expect?
That doesn't make your teeth yellow.
A green monster does make your... Dude, what was that accent? A green monster, bro. Dude, I'm skidding across rocks.
Dude, you look like a fucking rock.
Yeah, cause I'm Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Like a fucking dog. You fucking harlot.
Whee! I don't think I changed my stream name. I think it's still Rocket Lols.
Wait, how the fuck do I do jumps? Wait, why? You can change the screen name while you're doing the stream? That's fucking pretty.
I'm just gonna keep Rocket Lols.
Playing steep now? Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh crap.
Yeah, I'm cruising on steep right now.
I'm having a hernia. I don't.
You have chlamydia?
Yes. I have your son. Oh shit.
Huh?
I said I have your son. $20 and I'll give him back.
Oh, you can keep him.
Damn. Fuck.
I'm just following in my dad's footsteps.
That's tough. Oh no.
Both of them, actually. The real one and the adopted one.
Goddamn. That's tough.
I'm inside a rock. I'm inside the map right now.
Like you're... No, that's backwards.
3 a.m. late night tripping.
Imagine trying to do tricks over hose.
Bro, too bad you don't have any.
You're right, that's tough.
Yeah, I know, bro.
At least I never dated a he/she. Or fucked one. Or whatever, I'll call it whatever the fuck I want to call it, you thought.
And this is why you don't have a girlfriend.
Well, at least she wasn't, at least when I did have a girlfriend, she wasn't a he/she.
Bro. At least I'm not.
Maybe it was something if you didn't know. Oh, but you like hold on, like lost your virginity to he/she.
I'm wingsuiting. Hop off. Oh, I'm no longer wingsuiting. I died, but I'm gonna make that checkpoint.
Dude, I'm just doing tricks right now. Like, I don't even have a thing.
3 a.m. late night tripping.
Rocky ass fucking bit. And I have no G-forces, so suck my left nipple. And go to Nepal, you fucking whore.
Too bad you don't have one.
A nipple? I mean, you want a picture?
No. I will put it on my YouTube.
Bet. No ball.
I will make that my channel. I will make that my channel thing.
Oh my god. Dude, I once got Hayden once sent a picture of my ass to a girl. It's funny.
What?
Hayden sent a picture of my ass to a girl.
Bro, why?
And she was funny. Oh my god.
3 a.m. late night tripping.
3 a.m. sending butt pics to girl.
AutismSpeaks.org. You need to visit that site.
Ain't got a degree, you can send booty pics too. I don't. Oh,
says who?
What?
Says who?
I'm wingsuiting. Who the fuck am I wingsuiting to? Am I just wingsuiting? The fuck? Let's do it.
3 a.m. late night tripping.
How the fuck do I do tricks in a wingsuit? No, I wanna go back. Let's restart. How do I
I don't think you can. I think you can just float close to the ground.
That's fruity.
Close.
This game is
I think you
fruity.
can only fly,
Like,
get tricks.
Nigga, I will hire someone to rape you if you don't stop talking like that.
Go apologize to a black man.
A black man.
Yep. You can't apologize to my mom
Sorry,
anymore.
Damien's stepdad.
I don't have one.
Did you think?
What
Not
up, what?
yet. No, it'd be
Requise, what did you do? Dude,
oh my god.
have you ever seen that meme where it's like, oh my god, I got flashed!
No,
Oh my
but
god!
maybe.
And the dude's like, oh my god, I got flashed. Oh my god! Why is it that when I flash someone, it's like I smacked them with a napkin from a kid's birthday party? But when I get flashed, it's like some big brolic black nude named Requise skull effed me until my brain's splattered.
Oh my. You ever watched Big Mouth?
Yeah.
You remember that episode? I've not like finished it, not even close to finishing, but I remember this part where the Hormone monster fucked a skull. Why can I not teleport? Oh, that's why I pressed the wrong button. What the fuck? I just pressed R1. What the fuck does R1 do? I don't know and I don't care. Let's see what happens when I travel to this random place. I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
I don't know who you are to give us some par bar and even to have an opinion to use.
Your son, you little shit.
Bro, I don't have one. You're a failed abortion. Your mother meant to get rid of you.
Shh. I was adopted. I don't actually know. But I'm tripping. What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit, dude? What the fuck? How the fuck is there flowers on top of a fucking snow mountain? What the fuck? I'm
3
also in a fucking
a.m.
wingsuit.
late night tripping. I'm in a rocket wingsuit. Dude, how many G's can I get if I aim straight at the ground and boost with a rocket wingsuit?
I don't know. My fucking eyes burn though. I think I'm tripping.
I wonder if there's a
I'm seeing
trophy.
shit. For what?
Crashing into the ground with like 6,000 G's.
Dude, I wish there was a trophy for getting high.
Let's see. G-forces, 905.5 G. G's. Oh, my dude's dead.
Yeah. What the fuck did I do? I'm in Steep multiplayer. What the fuck? What am I doing? And why am I in my fucking wingsuit? What the fuck? Okay, apparently I'm in a multiplayer thing now.
Whee! 3 a.m. late night chilling.
Smoking dope, getting cracking,
Smoking dope, choking dope.
sucking.
Oh, dude, I did it. I'm doing circles.
Good
Wingsuiting.
job! Why the fuck are you in wingsuiting?
Not
Why the
wingsuiting.
fuck are you getting stuff?
3 a.m. late night tripping.
Oh, stand next to me. Am I recording? The fuck?
No.
Why are you recording?
I'm not sure. I think I am, but I'm not sure.
You gonna start a YouTube channel?
Fuck no.
Why
I'm
not?
too high for that. That's a waste of my time. Also, I don't know how to edit or do any of that shit.
Neither
The
do
fuck am
I.
I
Why do you
looking
think I have one video that's edited and the rest are live streams?
That's why your channel is shit.
Yeah, well, pretty much. And like, no one watches the live streams until after I post them.
Yeah. Also, they're long as fuck, so no one's watching them fully through.
Well, I mean, if you're falling asleep and you just want some fun, you go watch
Whoa.
something like this.
Fuck. What do you think you are? James Charles Gay. Also, he's fucking fruity. Got that fruity look. I need like. Well,
Dude, your character on GTA looks like him.
He does though. That's the bad part.
Dude, we can call you Fruit Loop then.
Only in GTA.
Alright, bet.
Dude, I'm gonna change my gamer tag to Fruit Loop, or no, I'm gonna have like a GTA nick. Oh fuck, I crashed. Oh shit, I'm still. You know that's happening. I'm never sleep.
I don't know what
Yo, I'm
I'm
in
doing.
first place. Holy shit, I'm in first place. What the fuck? Fucking anus. Of course I landed here. Now this is
3
fucking lunch.
a.m. late night tripping.
Getting high over hot ass woman.
I thought that would be getting stoked.
I don't know. I just
Or
said
not
something.
stoked. Excited. 3
That's called
a.m. late nights. I was trying to avoid saying that.
You know I wasn't.
Well, yeah. Gotta remember that you're kind of into that.
Getting horny?
Yeah.
I mean, it's what guys do, you know?
Yeah, suicidal 12-year-old.
It's fine. What are you saying?
Dude, this
It's
is why your
like
dad
getting
left you.
high. Shh. I said, what the fuck is this guy? Oh, I'm sorry, that makes me different.
And to anyone who
No.
watches this, yeah, both our dads left. That's why we're making these jokes. We're not trying to make fun of anyone whose dad's actually left.
What is this guy doing? Oh,
We're
that's
not
me.
trying to
Wait,
make
is
fun
that
of
me?
anyone.
Oh no, that's me.
Just, we're making jokes about our terrible situations with
Yes.
father
For
figures.
crackers. Also, I can't fucking see. I need fucking contacts. Speaking of not being able to fucking see.
But if you
Also
want to see something funny, go on his Facebook. He always tries to say happy birthday and stuff to me.
Dude, I thought you were talking about my Facebook. I'm like, wait a second, I don't have a fucking Facebook. So like, my head auto-corrected to Instagram. I'm like, dude, my fucking Instagram is like cringy as
Cringe?
balls.
Cringe.
Yeah, it's like fucking cringe city right there.
Instead of Sin City, it's Cringe City.
For real. No, that happens in the bathroom.
Dude, that was an epic game. I don't know if anyone remembers that from PS3. That really
I
old
don't.
PS3 game.
I was a fucking kid when I had a PS3.
Well, I mean, I'm only 2 years
I
older
also
than
still
you.
thought my mom loved me and when I played my PS3. Ah! Also,
You-
that does actually make a big difference, to be honest. You were 2 years older than me.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like
I
you-
remember I was playing it around 8. It was like this spy game, kind of.
Yeah, see, you were like 8, and I was like, how old was I? My mom
6.
still wouldn't let me play fucking Uncharted.
Your mom wouldn't let you play Uncharted at 6?
No.
I started playing Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I think I was 6.
Actually, I don't
yeah.
know when my mom started letting me play
I think it was 6.
Uncharted. But you know what the fucked up part was? You remember Call of Duty Black Ops 3? When that came
Yeah.
out, that was like the hypest shit.
You
So
were the
that's
kid who
like the
couldn't
game-
play it until like 2 years after.
For real. No, what pissed me off was that my mom let me play Mortal Kombat, which is a whole lot worse than
Dude,
fucking
do you have Mortal Kombat X?
on my PS3, I think.
Aw, come on, bro. That'd make for a really good stream. This isn't even like a live stream, dude. This is like those YouTubers who like tell like story time. They just play a video game and tell stories.
I could do that all day. I got shit tons of stories. Got dark stories, I got happy stories, I got boring stories. I've got burning eyes. Oh, I'm sad I got 3rd place, and I'm probably about to lose
I'm
that.
currently trapped in between rocks.
Cause you're trash. I'm playing. Dude, this is
Suck.
depressing. I'm
Oh,
fucking
'cause you're
in 3rd
trash.
place.
What rhymes with "cause you're trash"?
Cause you're bash?
Suck
I
my...
don't know.
I fell.
Cash?
No.
I know.
I'm
Suck
actually
my...
feel really dumb because I'm trying to find something that rhymes with whatever the fuck you said earlier. It's related to dick right now because I thought you were trying to make a dick joke and I can't think of anything. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Suck my... Arse.
Horse cock?
Arse. The Johnny
Arsenic?
whore.
The average horse cock is around 11 inches. I don't actually know, but this is why I'm an African American who's white.
An inverted Oreo.
You know, see, See, what I'll always like saying is whenever I make that joke, fuck white people, it's fine, because I can just say my dad's adopted.
Yeah, but you're like me. You don't have a dad.
Exactly. But the funny part is, he is
You have
adopted,
Jakeem.
so it doesn't make sense. Like, the point is, it doesn't make sense, and it just confuses people, and they're just like, what the fuck does that have anything to do with it? And
What
then they
is your
forget
mom's
their whole
boyfriend's
thing.
name?
What?
What is your mom's boyfriend's name?
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
I thought she did.
She had one.
What happened? The last time I talked to you, she was going to sleep over at his house.
Yeah, she was. Okay, so he moved back to Texas, I think, so I think it was gonna be like some long distance shit, which, let's be real, since when the fuck does that work? And so
Never.
that's what happened. Exactly. So, and then she hasn't talked to him in like
Weeks.
a while. And it's been more than weeks.
Your mom's the girl
When
that
was
leaves them on
last-
red.
Maybe.
3 a.m. Late night tripping. Or
She used to
chilling.
like single mom. Fuck
All the
knows.
single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies.
you is
Now
a
put your
single
hands
lady.
up. Oh, 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 oh,
Yeah, you motherfucker
oh,
really just put his hands up, huh?
oh, 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 oh.
We do this music, sometimes like really be pumping, sometimes it's like kinda annoying. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying?
You never know when you're like listening to music and you're actually like really feeling the music, so you start doing like a little dance.
I never dance, 'cause I can't.
Okay, just
Those
because
white
you're white
boys
doesn't mean you
ain't got
can't
moves.
dance.
No, you can dance, but you ain't got moves.
I don't know, I'm pretty good at it, bro.
Oh, I'm scared. I would be so scared to see you dance, I ain't gonna cap.
Well, I mean, I was a kid at the school dances when they turned down for what? I was a kid that would like drop back onto his back and then start shaking violently with the beat.
You know the kind of kid I was? You remember back in the day it was like, watch me whip and watch me nay nay, you know that song?
Yeah, you were the kid that stood in the corner.
I'm the kid who didn't know what the fuck that shit was.
Oh my god. Dude, I was in
that was at
4th
my summer
grade.
camp. I was in my summer camp that I used to go to, because I used to go to summer camp all summer. And I had no, like, they would turn them on speakers, and I had no clue what the fuck that shit was. Because, like, I really wouldn't be on the internet much, because usually I was playing games and shit.
Doing that or on incognito tabs.
Maybe. No, it wasn't on incognito tabs. It was just on Google. Don't worry about that.
Oh, so
Dude,
you didn't
I
know how to
watched-
use incognito tabs.
No, because my first phone was this old, was this like iPhone.
Oh, so you didn't know how to open a private window.
No. I had this iPhone first, and so I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Because it's like when I was a kid, I didn't even know how to masturbate. Like I was fucking watching porn, because I didn't know what porn was the first time I watched porn. It was some weird ass porn that I didn't know was fucking porn, but it was.
Ariana, you're not allowed to watch this live stream. It's the second Rocket Lols. Just don't watch it. It's the second
Like,
Rocket Lols. Don't watch it. Because
It's like-
I just realized where this conversation went. This is like not meant for
First
kids.
time-
This is two high school idiots messing around.
It is. It's story time. It's about the first time I nutted. Like, I was watching porn for a while, and like, sometimes I'd even mess with my wiener, but I didn't know how to fucking masturbate yet. So it wasn't really fitting my meat. And then eventually, I realized that it did a thing.
It did a thing.
It became a stick. Well, it wasn't a large stick, because I was like 2, but...
I was 2.
And then, I still didn't really know what was going on, until the first time I nutted.
And then you learned what? The
That's
magic?
like the magic of
matches?
Pornhub.
Oh, I thought you said the matches. I was like, bro, this ain't no video game.
No.
Another killer jump pulled off with style.
And Pornhub teaches you some shit. Teacher taught me how to masturbate. Oh fuck, I just crashed.
Story time
Dude,
with
what the
Damien
fuck?
and Hayden.
So we move on to next.
I've legit just been doing the same jump over and over again, and I'm trying to land a quadruple rodeo 1080, but I suck. And that's a rock.
We gotta figure out the next story. Let's see, what's the next story? We could go. What can we go off of? This is your turn.
I have a story of my first ever like scary encounter.
Let's see what you got.
All right, well, so me, Caleb, and Hunter, we were just chilling, and we were going into the woods because we wanted to go explore. And the other day, me and Caleb had found this like junkyard-looking area. There was a bunch of old cars and stuff in the woods behind our house in Oakshire Woods.
That's dope.
And we're like, bro, we gotta go check that out. So we're going back there, and we're just walking around, and we find this old bus, and there's a van next to it. So me, Caleb, and Hunter climb up into the van. Not into the van, onto the bus. And we're just chilling on there. And then I was like, Hunter, I dare you to jump onto the windshield of the van and try and break it. He's like, okay. So he jumps on. It doesn't break with the first time. So he does it again. And then he goes through the windshield. And we're busting out laughing because it's safety glass, so it didn't really cut him. And we were wearing boots. So he was fine. So he gets back out and he's like, dude, that was funny. And next thing we know, we hear a dude yelling at us. And we're like, dude, we're in the middle of the woods. Are we sure we heard that right? And then we hear a dude walking in the woods. And all of a sudden we hear, boom! And this dude's like shooting a shotgun off into the air. And he's like, get off my property!
Oh,
and all of us, and dude, we all panicked. And so we go, I go to jump off the bus. And there's this tree hanging on it. And Hunter's climbing down the tree. He jumps off the tree. And it's one of these old trees, so it's like half rotten. So it falls down, and the roof of the bus just breaks. And I'm sitting here still standing on top. So I said, screw it. So I jump, and I landed in this water, because you know the woods are always flooded. Because it's Louisiana, so it never stops raining, ever. So I'm covered in water. We're all running through the woods trying to figure out where to go. We're like, what do we do? What do we do? So we're just sitting here running through the woods, and we get to the bayou, and we're just chilling at the bayou waiting to see if this dude's following us. And then we hear another gunshot off in the air, and we hear this dude yelling off in the distance, y'all better not come back here. And then Hunter, being a dummy, he screams back, you bet we will. And then you hear, boom! And then all of a sudden Hunter's like, never mind. And that dude's just yelling at us. So we're all taking off, we run back to my house, and we're all just busting out laughing. So a few days later we go back, and we're just exploring. And we find more old cars, and we're like opening the trunks and stuff, looking through them. And there was one trunk. No, there was one trunk we opened, and this car had smelled really bad. Like we were trying to find the key to the car so we could open the trunk. So we opened the center console, found the key. Because, you know, in junkyards, that's where they put the keys. They put them in the center console. So, we check the center console, we find it. We're like, oh, cool. So we go open the trunk, and we notice a really bad smell. So we open the trunk, and we just find this plastic bag, and it's full of, like, dead raccoons.
Oh, that's nice.
And we're just like, bro, dude, this stinks. And I said, Hunter, open it. I dare you. Because at the time, we didn't know it was dead raccoons. Hunter opens it, and we see a raccoon, and we all jump. We're like, oh my god. Because we think it's alive. No,
nice.
It's not alive. Hunter pulls on it, and then you just see the guts hanging out of the chest, and it's like, oh.
Oh, that's just nasty.
And we're just like, bro, put it back, put it back. So we just keep exploring. We end up finding a bunch of more stuff. And then we found out that dude has a house back there. And it was really funny because we're like, oh, so we were on his property. Because we thought he was lying. We just thought it was some random dude hunting in the woods that didn't want to shoot us.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it wasn't really his property. Maybe...
I don't know, we just found a house back there.
What kind of house was it? Was it like an actual set up house, or was it just like some...
Yeah, it was like a old wooden house. Like...
Yes. That's probably some shit that man just like straight built back there or something.
Dude, one of these times I'm gonna go back there and record it. And show y'all everything.
What, you're gonna get shot?
I hope not. I don't know, they found a dead body back there, so we don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. that guy probably doesn't actually own a prop. If that, I'm assuming, let's say theoretically that's that guy back there who did that. I just say he's actually some. I'm just gonna assume that he's actually just some crazy motherfucker who just built a
it's
house
like,
back there.
from what we think by his voice and the fact that he didn't follow us, we're guessing that he's some type of old dude. Like one of those really grumpy old dudes who's like, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Oh, don't you love getting yelled at? Oh, back, we were fishing and we got the spot called the pump. It's like, well, it's by a pump. So we usually chill in the boat if we go there. So Mossmart, cause they've been yelled at before, cause Hayden and Logan have gone there more times. Cause they get yelled at when they go on the land. And then so, my dumb ass was like, cause I was tired chilling on the boat, in the little boat, cause it wasn't really the boat, it was just the John boat. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go chill on the land. So later, some dude comes like waving his hands from like super far, like not super far away, but it was a good distance away. Just like, we had no clue what the fuck he was doing. Well, I mean, we knew what he was doing because they knew we knew that we weren't supposed to be up there. And so like eventually this guy like, he takes like the long way around for some reason.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles whiskey for the way. And I sure would love
my theory is
some
he's trying to
Sweeto
get
company.
somebody else to do it for him because he was fucking lazy. Dude, I swear to God, I was trying so hard not to curse that motherfucker out because he comes back and he starts cursing the fuck, like he's like cursing like crazy. He's like, "The fuck are you doing here? Get back in the fucking boat!" And I was trying so hard not to like curse the crap out of that man.
Dude, if it was me, I would have just went for it, bro. Just like, bro, is it private property? Like, is it posted?
I think so.
Oh, well then, never mind. That's y'all's fault. You shouldn't be on private property.
No,
You're lucky they let you fish in the boat.
No, the boat's not their private property.
No, I'm talking about, like, they don't own that little stretch.
No, it's like a,
Is it the main bayou?
it's a factory
in
type thing. I don't know what it is, but it's like...
a sewage pump?
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Why are y'all fishing by a sewage pump?
Because they got fish there, bro.
I know they got fish there, but the only thing that's gonna be there are, like, some small bass and carp. Not
Now
carp.
you trip. We saw this big-ass catfish over there.
Well, yeah, catfish too.
I think
Well, no,
we've seen a few
that's where
gar
all
there,
your
too.
crap goes.
You get gar there too. Obviously gar there too, because like if you go fishing on the bridge, there's a shit ton of gar. That's where we catch a lot of gar. Anyway.
Dude, me and Hunter went saltwater fishing one time out in Cocodrie, off the marina.
Real
And
fishing.
huh?
Real fishing.
Yeah, real fishing. And well, so I thought I had hooked a log, cause you know it wasn't coming up. So I'm like, oh, Hunter, I think I'm snagged up. And it's like, just pull. And my salt fishing rod has 180-pound test on it. Cause normally we go out to Port Fourchon or Grand Isle. And normally when we're out there, we catch some like real big redfish off the pier.
Big fish.
And well, turns out it wasn't a log. Cause at one point I'm like, okay, cause it came loose, and I was like, oh, bro, I think it's a fish. So I get it up to the surface, and I see like it's a circle. I'm like, bro, what is this? I'm looking at it for a little while longer, and I see a tail, and I'm like, bro, dude, it's a stingray. And it wasn't like a small stingray. Like, I've caught a small stingray before, and they're a really complicated fight, and they suck. I had to spend like an hour and a half trying to fight this thing, and when I was finally able to get it up, we put it on the scale, and I was like, bro, it's got to be at least 100 pounds. Put it on the scale, it's 150 pounds. And I don't even know if we were allowed to keep it, but I cut the barbs off, and we put it in the cooler, and it didn't even fit in the Yeti. So what we pretty much did is stuck it in the back of the truck with some rope attached to it, and just let it sit back there to keep it from sliding around, really. So we get back to his house, and we're trying to clean it. And so while we're cleaning it, we didn't know what to do. And we're sitting here like, bro, what are we supposed to do? So we watch a YouTube video, find out what we're supposed to do. And you're not supposed to hit the guts because that can like ruin the meat. You're just supposed to cut the wings off.
Just-
So we get one wing off, and Hunter's going to do the other one. Because since I caught her, I was like, bro, I don't feel like cleaning the whole thing. I was like, I'll take one wing, you take the other. He's like, alright, bet. So I get my wing off, and he's cutting his. And then he hits like the heart, and the whole thing flaps up, and it scares him. And he's like, bro, it's still alive, it's gonna kill me. I was like, bro, he took the barb off. And then I look over, and it's not moving. So he keeps cutting, and then it twitches again. And he's like, bro, it's moving again. I look, it's not moving. I'm like, bro, what is going on? What are you talking about? And he's like, bro, it keeps moving, just watch. So I watch, and then it does it, and I'm like, bro, it's not alive, it's twitching. It's like, oh, my bad. So we get that other wing off. And, so, his mom's like, y'all caught it, y'all can grill it. So I was like, oh, bet. So we go grab the little barbecue pit, get some foil. So I take some butter, some lemon pepper, some cayenne pepper, some fresh squeezed lemon.
Cooking shit.
Yeah.
Grilling shit.
And then I grab some butter, and we mix that all together in, like, the tin foil. And then we put the flap of that in. So we're letting that cook. I'm like, what do you want to do with the other piece? He said, let's fry it. I was like, I think you have to take the skin off for that. I was like, nah, we'll be fine. And I made a joke. I was like, dude, just make cracklins. I was like, dude, it'll just turn into cracklins. And he's like, oh, bet. I love cracklins. So,
Yes, I don't know if that's how that works for Stingray.
It's not. So we fried it. And so we cut it up into sections. And I wanted to try it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. So I try it, and I tasted it, and I was like, bro, that don't taste right. So I just ended up pulling the skin off my piece. And then, eating it, and it was real good. Tasted really, really good. And then the piece I had thrown on the grill and was cooking, that was super good.
Dude,
I don't know how to explain it. Because everyone says, oh, it tastes like chicken. It doesn't taste like chicken. I don't know. It's like...
If you really cook something like a fish, it don't taste like chicken.
No,
Like,
if you really
fry
cook
it,
something
that
like
shit
a
tastes
fish, it should taste good. Like catfish, you know how if you leave the skin on, they taste really bad? Like you get that really fishy taste.
Dude, salmon?
Salmon is so good.
I know, but that's only if it's cooked right. If, like, they can't cook it, then it's, like, total shit.
Dude, my adopted dad, Jeremy, he could make some really good salmon.
Dude, I remember my first time with salmon. I went to,
Who's watching this live stream?
I don't know.
Ariana, are you watching the live stream?
No. Didn't you tell her not to do that?
No, someone was watching for a second, and I'm confused. We had one person watching.
Well, just...
Aren't you on a phone call with her? Bro, I said, who's watching my live stream? And all of a sudden they click off.
No, that's tough. That's tough. That's how you know you're bad. You just live stream. Yeah, you have to ask. Like, it's not like there's like one person watching the live stream.
Yeah, I just noticed. I looked up and I was like, oh, there's someone watching the live stream.
That's tough. That's the big tough.
I don't even know who it was.
Your dog. You don't even have a dog. It was your cat.
To be honest, it was probably Kayleen, if I had to guess.
Oh, actually, probably. That would make
Or,
sense.
I don't know. Or maybe it's
No.
you just trolling.
No, I don't even know where my... Yeah, I do know where my phone is. Oh, fuck. Actually, okay, I was about to say, actually, because I looked down because I thought I knew where my phone was. But now I do. I don't know where my phone is. But, that's a lot of work to look up your YouTube channel.
Yeah, and you're lazy, so it wasn't you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like, if I want to troll somebody, it's gotta be funny. Like, I'm really trying to prank somebody. I'm gonna put a lot of work into it. But I'm lazy, so you know how to be.
Dude, I'm about to connect an Xbox Connect to my PlayStation and set it up as a PlayStation Now camera, just to have like a camera.
No fucking face cam.
Yeah, just a face cam. Dude, you gotta admit that'd be funny. Yeah. I think you can. I don't know. I'm sure there's some way you can jerry rig it.
Jerry rig it.
I can do a face cam with my phone.
That's your phone, dude.
Well, I can be recording this and then set my phone up and have a face cam going.
Oh fuck.
To be honest, that wasn't the best ride from you. You played it too safe up there. You need to take a few more risks to really make your mark.
I don't understand how I leveled up when I'm literally just doing the same jump over and over again, just tons of tricks.
Oh shit, what am I doing? Well, in order to travel to Asia, you must obtain the Japan ticket.
You're
or
mad.
obtain
He's
an installed
bad.
Steam expedition. God, oh, fuck, oh, I gotta take a shit. Ah, the fuck? What is this? Become a
Oh,
legend,
dang.
blah blah blah. Let's see whatever the fuck this shit is. Something about Olympics. Okay, that's PlayStation Store. Let's fuck away from that. Now I'm gonna wait for this thing to finish loading.
Are you still playing Steve?
Yeah, I'm actually getting a little bored of it, I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. I've just been doing the same thing over and over again. Doing tricks, telling a story.
Yeah, I was in the doing the races.
This is a 36-minute story time. I don't think they normally last this long. I think it's like 10 minutes.
Usually it's also just one story.
Yeah, not multiple.
Usually it's like something like they've thought out. Like,
Oh
yeah,
no,
what's-
none of this is thought out. None of this is planned. This is just us being retarded.
Yes. This kind of retarded shit.
I'm gonna just change my channel from gaming to story time. Dude, it wouldn't be bad with all of us. Dude, we'd have to get Hayden in here. So it'd be Damien and Hayden story time.
It's like, bro, we get a story for days with all of us. We can come up with some good shit.
Or you could be like every 12-year-old on YouTube. My paranormal activity.
Oh yes. See, when I was 12, I saw a bird at my school. Actually, I don't remember what the fuck that was.
Dude, I remember at
saw-
Evergreen. I remember at Evergreen when they had that. We had a bird that got into the classroom because Miss Vaughn, she left the. She had left the door open. Not the door, the window open in her classroom. And then she was our science teacher, so you know, it was normal for her to be leaving the door open because our science classroom was always hot. Because, you know, Louisiana public schools don't know how to fix air conditioning during the, like,
Bro, they really
summertime.
Don't. That shit's so annoying.
They leave it on during the
Oh,
winter so it doesn't work when it's summer.
Dude, their shit never fucking works. Even when it's fucking winter, I don't know about it's just Evergreen. Their shit never
Dude, at
fucking
HL,
works.
they leave the air conditioner on during winter. So it's like -3 degrees in the classroom.
I don't know what the fuck's going on at Evergreen.
And the teacher's like,
For some reason, their shit's always broken.
we
Or, like,
have a
in
few
my science class,
classrooms
it's cold,
that are
it's
like,
always cold.
we have a few classes that are like really hot, even when it's cold outside. And then there's a few classes that are freezing. And when we go into one of the hot classrooms, we're like, dude, I wish we had some air conditioning because we just came from a freezing class and we're all wearing hoodies and stuff. And the teacher's like, just take your hoodies off. And we're like, no, because in another 30 minutes we're going into another freezing classroom.
Dude, you know what the worst shit was? Whenever, like, cause I had ingenuity, and I'm not gonna lie, I slept through that class. Like, I would barely do my work, and somehow I kept up. But that's not the point. I don't know how the fuck I did. Like, this was so annoying, cause like this Tossense class I had it right after ingenuity, which was like a 2-hour class period, which I would sleep through. And the most annoying shit was, cause I could never sleep through Miss Tossense class, cause it's always so fucking cold. Like, I get in there half tired, and I walk in there, and it's like, oh fuck you. Like,
It's like, time to wake
disgusting
up.
air. Yeah, for like disgusting fucking cold ass air. As soon as I get in there, it's the most annoying shit.
Dude, I remember when, like, 7th grade, when I used to try and stay up all night. And
Yeah,
back
I
then,
think
I
you
was
told
like,
me
we never used caffeine. because we're like, oh no, that's bad for us. We're all gonna die if we take caffeine.
I just never drank coffee, and I was like, if I didn't give a shit if anything had anything in it. You could tell me it'd have like week old caffeine in it, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, well, so we'd go like jump on the trampoline at like 3 o'clock in the morning and turn the hose on and just spray the. We would just spray the trampoline down with water, like freezing cold water, and then go jump on it. And dude, the worst feeling ever is when you go to do a front flip and you over rotate and land on your back on a wet trampoline and smack down.
No.
It hurts so bad. Dude, you should have seen what I did. I went to do a front flip and my feet went in between the springs because there is no net and no like little cover. My feet went in between the springs and I slammed my balls down on one of the springs. That hurt so bad.
On your trampoline and the string pops out.
Well, I mean, Hunter was jumping on the trampoline and he stepped on the spring and like the way the spring it bent out and then pinched his foot. He had a blood blister on the bottom of his foot for like days.
So the thing is about my trampoline, took a long time before we got rid of ours. Like that bitch was like had like a lot of strings or a lot of springs missing of it already. Like at one point it finally had enough, and like there was like it was to the point where there was like so many springs missing where if one more spring was swapped out of the specific spot, like part of it was just gonna like fall down, and to the point where the trampoline couldn't be used as a trampoline anymore. So I was jumped on it. That bitch, I swear to God, like that fucking thing flew right by my face. And, like I fell on my like the fucking half the trampoline like collapsed.
Speaking of things almost hitting you in the face, I almost knocked myself out helping my parents break wood. Because we had just chopped down a tree. So,
I don't know why.
We had this log, and then we had one of these thinner logs, and I was slamming it down, trying to break it in half. Because you know how, like, if you have something laying flat, and then you slam something down on it sideways, it'll break in the middle?
You know what's annoying is when your mom tries to randomly be a good neighbor.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah. By, like, not helping at all, like, trying to make me and my brother do shit while she just sat there on her ass and watched. That shit was so annoying.
You want some help? I'll get my boys to come over and do it for you.
That's not even like, it's like, this was like, so their tree had fell down. And so, the annoying part was, it was like in the middle of the morning, so like, I'm still in my fucking pajamas trying to sleep, and I'm like, what the fuck do you want from me, bitch? It's fucking 2 in the fucking morning. And he's like, come on, we're going to help the neighbors. I'm like, what the fuck are we going to help the neighbors with? Their tree fell. I'm like, alright, whatever. Because I didn't know which fucking neighbor this was, and I didn't really give a shit as long as they got done soon enough for me to be able to go back to fucking bed. And we get over there. And I was like, whatever, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a tree, to be honest. I thought it was just going to be like, fucking simple tree, you know, like some small ass tree. Not really small, but fucking tree sized. And no, this was like the type
tree
of fucking
sized. What tree are you talking about? A birch tree, a pine tree, an elm tree, a maple tree?
I don't fucking know. I just expected the fucking pieces of the tree not to be so fucking heavy. Like, I was like, what the hell am I? I'm like 14, so I was like 12. I wasn't 12, I was like 13. And so, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm like, I'm not that strong, so I can't like carry these fucking trees that feel like they're like 50 pounds a piece.
Dude, I can carry that on my shoulders.
50 pounds, yeah, I don't fucking know. 50 pounds on your shoulders is different from like, and especially it was like worse because like the fucking logs, they weren't like regular sheep. Like a bitch to
so
get
it's like those really oblong logs that are like really awkward to carry.
The worst part about it is it was cold, so like it was hard to grab onto the shit. Like it was cold in the fucking morning, like, and like there was fucking wood dust everywhere. And at one point I'm like, at that point I was tired of this shit, and I'm like, cause like at one point like I got a shit ton of fucking sawdust in my fucking eyes. And again, it's 2 in the morning, I've had no water all day. And nothing, I think I had breakfast by this time.
You keep saying 2 in the morning,
like,
you mean 2 in the afternoon?
No, I mean like 2 in the morning. This was like in the fucking morning.
2 a.m. in the morning when it's still dark outside?
It wasn't 2 a.m. It was like 6 in the morning. I kid you not, I think it was actually 6 in the morning.
Dude,
I was
I wake up before that to go to school.
No, this
You go to
wasn't- this
HL
was-
next year, you have to wake up that early.
This wasn't a school night. This was like my fucking weekend.
Oh, Saturday? Like Friday going into Saturday? Or like Saturday going into Sunday?
It was like Saturday morning or something.
Dude, I hate that. Like, you're just
Like,
trying to
at one point,
sleep
like,
in.
Like, the worst part was about it, like, I was like, fine, I was just gonna deal with it. And the point was, it was so in the morning, like, I was so tired, and I was dehydrated too, because, like, at the point, like, it was like been a while since we've been out there, and I'm at the point where I'm like starting to pass out. I'm like, and then like I go straight to him, I'm like, I'm dipping, like, I'm about to straight fucking pass out. That shit, like, I swear to God, I'm never going out my fucking anybody with shit like that, like.
Okay,
like if my mom
imagine
wakes me
being
up
the
at 2
kid.
in the morning.
Imagine being the kid who wears boxers and a t-shirt to bed, or like shorts and a t-shirt to bed, and then waking up in the morning and your dad being like, "Hey, there's snow outside. You want to come have a snowball fight?" And you being half asleep and being from Ohio, so you're like, "Yeah, sure, I want to go have a snowball fight." So you go run outside in your shorts and a t-shirt, and you're playing in snow, and you can't feel it really because you had just woken up, so you're just chilling, enjoying yourself. And then after a while, your feet start to freeze. Because I don't wear shoes, whatever I'm doing. I don't care if it's cold outside or if I'm walking over rocks or if it's like 1,000 degrees outside. I don't wear shoes. I hate them.
Shoes are fucking hoes.
Shoes make me feel like my feet are suffocating.
Dude, you know
If
what's
I'm gonna wear
bad?
everything, I'm gonna wear like slides, not socks. I hate socks too.
I wear socks all the fucking time. Socks and
Yeah.
slides, that's the shit.
Well, after a while, my feet start to hurt. And I'm like, dude, my feet are starting to burn. And him
Shit, you're not
being
wearing
the
shoes.
person he is, he doesn't tell me that I'm not wearing shoes, and I'm still half asleep having a snowball fight, enjoying myself. I go back inside a little while later, and then I look down and my feet are like super red. I'm like, bro,
Fucking frostbite.
I'm like,
Stop.
ow, this kind of hurts. And then, you know, the house is warm, so it starts to hurt even worse. I'm like, ow, okay, this is starting to burn. And then after a while, my feet just go numb. And then, you know, once they start getting blood back to them, it feels like pins and needles, and you're like, ah, this sucks.
Yeah. It's kind of like when your shit goes to sleep.
Yeah, and you're just like, please stop. So you're like sitting there doing a jig trying to get the blood to rush back to your leg faster.
Dude, you know what's not fun? Is so I used to sleep in just my underwear. Now I don't, because I learned that who the fuck likes privacy? Am I right?
Yeah, who
So-
respects privacy, bro?
I know, right? So, at this which point for a while, I slept in my living room because I don't remember why, but I don't think I had a bed. At which, for some reason, I was using my. I don't remember why, but I was sleeping on my sofa, which was in my living room at this point. And so, I'm not expecting anybody to come over. And you know the worst thing is, your parents know, or your whole family knows that you wear your own. Like I was only wearing my underwear when I sleep, and so I'm gonna have people over. So I'm just like, oh fuck, shit, fuck. It's like, oh, I'm under there, like under my covers, like just chilling in my underwear, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Someone goes to sit on the couch. Hey, can you move your blanket?
Like, oh fuck no.
No.
Like I was like chilling there for a while. I'm like waiting for them to like hopefully leave the room or some shit. It's like they fucking after like 12, like fucking not even 12 minutes. It was a while. No, I don't think it was 12 minutes. Oh, I think I got lucky that time. Cause like, they left the room early. So I was like, shit, it's like not my time. So I like fucking dip and turn to fucking the Flash trying to put fucking clothes on.
Flash Gordon.
Or just fucking sleeping.
Hey,
Mom
Peter.
comes in and you're in your fucking underwear and it's like, what the fuck?
Dude, imagine having morning wood.
Oh, yeah, who doesn't?
No, I'm saying like in
your
that
brother.
situation.
Oh my god, that would be so bad. Dude, that's like the fucking worst.
And then your mom's hot neighbor looks at you all weird.
Whoa, they sound like you know experience.
No, I don't. Dude, all the neighbors that live around me are like super old people.
Me too.
One of
I also
them's like
live in a white
senile
neighborhood.
and feeds raccoons. Dude,
Dude,
he has like this
I have
grandson or something that I am totally convinced cooks meth and I swear to God, he gives it to the raccoons. The raccoons, dude, I don't know what's wrong with them, dude. The raccoons, some of them are normal, and then there's some that will just sit there and stare at you for like 30 minutes straight. Just stare at you. Or they'll stare at a wall. Or there's some that'll sit there and sound like they're talking to you, like just start chittering at you, like, and then just look at you. And then I remember one day there's a raccoon just chilling on the top of the fence, and that his like grandson was out back, and we could smell chemicals, and we're like, I wonder what's going on. So this
I don't
raccoon.
like how Papa Stiffy just invited me to. I feel like I may get raped if I don't like.
Well, this raccoon, it starts making this weird sound, and I'm like, that doesn't sound normal. So I'm just like, we have a problem. I think this raccoon's like on speed or something. And next thing I know,
Papa
it
Stiffy,
jumps.
I think, is trying to-
So this raccoon just jumps off the fence, arms spread, doesn't grab onto anything, just crashes into the ground. And then just lays there, staring up with it, like, just on his back, just staring up. And I'm sitting here like, what is wrong with this raccoon?
Raccoon playing dead.
And that just makes me think of that Eminem song, where it's like, are you eating Wheaties, or the Kill Shot, where he's like, playing dead, that's the only time you hold still.
I don't know which one. Oh,
Stand, son, listen, man, dad isn't mad, but how you gonna name yourself after a damn gun and have a man bun? The giant's woke, eyes open, undeniable, supplying smoke,
Dude,
got the
man
fire
buns
stoked.
are nasty, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, every time I see one, I just want to grab a pair of scissors and like cut it off, then put some like cinnamon icing on it, and then be like, hey bro, eat your cinnamon bun, stop wearing it on your head. Like, this is just the first thing I think of.
Have you ever seen Drake used to have a? You remember Drake used to have a fucking man bun? That shit was so fucking.
Yeah,
bad.
he had that in 8th grade, and he had band. Dude, I swear to God, I hated it. Every time I saw it, I was like, dude, you look like a 40-year-old man going through his midlife crisis.
Dude, that fucking man buns are just, they don't work on anybody. I don't care what kind of fucking hipster you are. You ain't pulling off no fucking man bun.
Only way you're pulling off a man bun is if you look like a chick and it looks like a messy bun instead of a man bun.
Exactly. You're pulling off a man bun, and if you're not a man.
Dude, when I was little, I thought a man bun meant like a butt cheek on your head.
What the fuck? Some sex shit. Shit.
Mother fricker, dude, that hurt like a butt cheek on a stick. Come on, tell me you remember that meme.
Nah, I don't. When was this? Was this like back when Vines were a thing?
Yeah, back when Vines were a thing. Mother fricker, that hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Back in back then, my fucking internet meme shit was like the shittiest shit ever.
Dude,
like, I swear to God,
the only way I found out about memes back then was literally my friends would show me when I got on the bus.
That's like I would not know about memes either unless like someone fucking showed me some shit. I'm like, oh shit, that's dope.
And I was that kid still saying free Shavakadu when there were people onto... Dude, what's that other stupid really stupid one?
I have crippling depression.
I have crippling depression. Or no. The one where he's stuck in the wheelchair.
I have
Osteoporosis. Yeah, osteoporosis.
Fucking.
Dude, someone's watching the broadcast again.
Oh shit. We have fans.
Oh, does this mean we need to start an OnlyFans now? Oh my god.
I hope you know I'm a cracker, so I don't know what anything is.
Oh, the viewer's gone now. Probably because I said that.
Of course he is. He really is. I ain't gonna lie,
Ariana,
what
is
the
that
fuck
you that
is he
keeps
fucking-
watching and then getting off? Dude, who is it like? Someone keeps getting on and getting off.
Now to stream
Watch.
stalking your shit. So I can figure out
Yeah.
who it is.
Dude, I probably should check the comments. I'm sitting here like wondering who's on there. I'm like, huh.
You're live streaming, dude. You're supposed to be always checking your comments, dog.
Dude, if I'm live streaming, I'm not checking my comments at all.
That's why you're a failed YouTuber.
You're
Dude,
mad.
you always talk about
You're
having
mad.
so much fucking G-force. Problem. It's like I don't crash that much or that bad. Or if I do crash that bad, I'm fucking dead. Or I'm just never
Yeah.
worried about that shit.
See, me, I don't die. Like, just go look what I'm doing, honestly.
You're the type of motherfucker who just like sits at like 0.1 health left. Or 0.1
Dude,
G-force
that's,
left. before he
I just got
dies.
3,000 G's endured.
How the fuck you get so many G's?
Just go look at the stream for a second. Look what I'm doing.
No, ho, I don't even know where my phone. Oh yeah, I do know where my phone is. Let's see.
Just look at the
Here's
stream
my
for a
phone.
second. Let me know when you're looking at the stream, and then I'll reset, and then show you what I'm doing.
That's fucking messages. That's not my messages. What the fuck am I going? Oh damn. That's Bioshock. Type channel.
You should just subscribe, so when I do a live stream, it pops
Oh my
up.
god, bro, you're live, dude.
Yeah, click on it. You should just see me rolling down a hill right now.
Yeah, I hear you talking.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, you
Alright.
sound like a fucking deep ass motherfucker.
Okay, so we're restarting. This is literally what I'm doing right here. I've just been doing this, telling the story. Because I have this, like, really good location.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, they released it.
Yeah, but do you see what I'm doing? Like, did you see that trick I just landed?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I sound like a fucking little kid when I'm listening to myself on this shit.
Yeah, and then you're sitting here saying, boy, you sound like a deep. Dude, I do not sound deep.
No, like, you sound, I don't fucking know, but like, when I listen to myself, I sound like fucking, I feel like I sound higher pitches than like I hear myself as. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm sitting here and you're saying I sound deep, but I'm just talking normal.
Yeah, you know what, fuck. I have like a shitty location compared to yours, mine's like fucking garbage. That's
Yeah,
fine,
but
dude.
that's how I have so many G's. Cause
Yeah,
like,
let's go
I'm skating
find
off
the
a rock.
highest. Let's go to Mount Denali.
Dude, that's where I'm at.
Is it? I'm going to the tip of Mount Denali.
Oh no.
Let's go.
There's a wing shooting.
Fucking Japan, you suck my left titty.
Dude, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor.
Did you say Japan bombed Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, you're right. I'm fucking
Bro.
crackhead.
Tokyo.
I'm thinking-
Tokyo bombed Japan.
No.
You were thinking China.
You said like. What?
Who did you think bombed Pearl Harbor?
No. First, no. It wasn't Pearl Harbor. When you said Pearl Harbor, my brain like auto-corrected to Hiroshima.
Bro, we did Hiroshima.
I know.
Bush did Hiroshima. Actually, no. What president,
Oh, fuck
dude,
no.
what president
Abraham
was
Lincoln.
president in 1944?
Fucking no, I don't
1943.
even know what the fuck happened in
I don't know.
1943.
I'm about to
Why
go
can
off on
I-
like this random spiel about the atomic bomb.
How'd I
Because, you
get a
know,
ticket?
the atomic bomb, it was made by Robert J. Oppenheimer. And
Sounds like
Albert, it was a bunch of foreign scientists working on this bomb, and they had just figured out fission and fusion reactions with atoms when you could split them, and they would release large amounts of energy. But they needed to find isotopes that were unstable enough to create a reaction that would be large enough to actually destroy
Wait, how do
something.
Hold up for a second. How do I switch my thing?
Hold R1. It'll make you come to a stop, and then you can switch for it.
I'm trying to switch my skis because I don't use those, and I think it'll be easier to climb up a hill on skis.
But when
No,
they
it will not.
finally, when they finally figured out how to actually make the bomb, it was the two isotopes, uranium-238 and plutonium-239. And the way the warhead works is that the two separate things were split. The uranium was in the front, the plutonium was in the back, you know. Business in the front, party in the back. This was the World War II mullet, except for this one was a lot more deadly. And so the way it worked is that when it hit the ground, it forced those two together with the reaction. I don't know, there were some reactors in the middle. And when I say reactors, I don't mean like a nuclear reactor, I mean like something that's present during a chemical reaction. The factor that helps during a chemical reaction. I think it's called a catalyst or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember everything from science class. Coronavirus has me forgetting stuff.
I don't remember things from a lot of things.
Doesn't remember his own birthday. Finds out he's 47.
Hey, chill out with that shit. Not talking about that.
Either way, like...
Oh, I forgot about the rocket wingsuit. Oh shit.
So, Robert Oppenheimer, he's like, oh my god, what have I created? I've become the destroyer of worlds. You know, like, most famous lines in the world. I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. And Albert Einstein writes to the president, like, this should not be used. And then, since we discovered that, other people are like, huh, what else can you do with the atom? Let's create nuclear reactors. And then, like, 40 years later, Chernobyl comes. And it's still radioactive to this day. Give you cancer within, like, a mile of the reactor.
Yeah, I know you're doing something that's like that with, like, this place where it's got hit with the nuclear bomb and, like, still...
No, Chernobyl was a nuclear reactor that exploded.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Where, like, if you even get, like, in the mall of the area, or some shit like that.
But a nuclear bomb didn't explode. The nuclear reactor blew up, instantly frying anyone that was within the city.
Yeah.
I've seen video footage of, like, the walls and stuff there. Legit, the people that were fried left black marks on the wall behind them.
Oh yeah, they're like...
The shadows of the dead. That's what I always think of it as.
I think that's what they're, like, called. Call them that, but, like,
their bodies instantly vaporized.
Yeah, the remnants got left on the wall or some shit like that.
The ashes are just left on the wall.
History. Dark shit.
This really cool thing my band teacher taught me when I was in 8th grade, Mr. Salmon. His real name's Mr. Salmon, but, you know, he's Mr. Salmon. With his really ashy elbows.
No, dude, I think he's got that thing where it's like...
Yeah, he has plaque psoriasis. Or, yeah. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I
don't know.
It's like his on his knuckles, too.
Yeah, but,
Shit.
Dude, he was like the biggest douchebag. No one liked him. Ever.
Dude.
Like, I couldn't make it to band camp because I had to babysit my brother and sister. Because they still weren't old enough to be home by themselves. So I had to miss band camp. This dude calls me out in the middle of the gym and tells me that my mom should have hired a babysitter. And I'm like, bro.
I would have said something.
Dude, I was close to, I wanted to punch this dude in his face. I was like, bro, are you serious, dude? Like, it is not my fault, dude. He's like, well, you should have made it to band camp. And then just to spite him, I showed up to band practice the next day. Played louder than everyone, played all the right notes, made sure I knew my music. And then left band right before the concert. And I was the only one who knew how to play the music. Just to spite him for doing that. And like, I didn't want to be in band anymore after that. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just wait till I get to HL. I get to HL, I'm like, nah, I don't want to do band. And then on my own, I started learning how to play guitar. And then Michael taught me how to play electric guitar. And then I learned how to play saxophone, clarinet, and then trumpet.
That's like why the reason I quit band is because like it got boring, like playing songs that other people wanted me to play. I wanted to play like shit that I was interested in, like songs that I wanted to know how to play.
I wanted to learn how to like make my own music and play my own music.
Yeah, like,
And I had
something like that would be
composed a few songs. And
Instead of
anytime I would practice them, like Mr. Salmon would just be like, "Nope, stop that. You gotta do this. Do your warm-ups." And then, did you ever have to do those one-on-one warm-up tests? Not warm-up tests. Your scale
Oh,
tests? Where you had to go in his
Scales.
office and sit there and have to go up on the scales. C, D,
Yeah, I know.
E, F, G, A, B flat, C. You know that? And then, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la,
I ain't
fa,
gonna
sol,
lie.
mi,
Because like
do.
I couldn't really
fa.
practice as much as I like wanted to. Because like, first of all, my mom made me every other week go to the fucking go to my grandmother's, which I'm not really complaining about that. It's the fact that because like I was going to my grandmother's every other week, so I could only practice my thing on La Tuba on like every other week because of that. And that's on what other weeks? Because all of a sudden, my mom thought it was a genius idea. Like every time I needed to practice, I'd never have a chance to practice. Cause like on the weekends now, she wanted us to go to like my other grandmother's for like board games all day, which would leave me no time to practice. And like she'd always like start like or having like her siblings come over like doing some shit every time I need to practice. Like I never have time to practice. It's like
Dude,
because I played two, but I didn't have one of my own, so I had to use the school's one.
The best part about my case scenario, is that I was always first chair because I was the only kid in band who knew how to play cornet. Which is a smaller, it's a smaller version of the trumpet, but it hits higher notes and it sounds different. It's still a brass instrument, but it hits higher notes. And it's a lot harder to play because you have to like pucker your lips and control your airflow a lot
I
more.
played the exact opposite of that. I played tuba or sousaphone.
Yeah, that one you have to have like your lips loose and then just buzz.
Yeah.
The cornet you had to have them really tight together and it's like that's pretty much what you had to do.
Dude, did
And
I
it
ever
was
tell you
really
about the
annoying.
First time I when I first started playing tuba.
Yeah, you explained that while we were playing on Minecraft the other day.
Dude, that shit was... The guy had like, cause I was already behind everybody, and so I had to get like new books. So I didn't have to get new books. It was the next year, cause the next year after that, trying to get the books was a pain in the ass. Cause if you're like my mom, if your mom's like mine, she tends to like to wait till the last minute to do shit and then blame.
You had to get books?
It was this was one book. It was the most difficult thing because my mom would like never take me to go get the new book. And then so by the time we finally got the new book, I wasn't exactly sure which one I needed because she took me at the like the shittiest time. And so we ended up getting the wrong damn book. Oh, that was I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, I know what book you're talking about. I didn't even have to get one.
No,
'cause-
this was back in Broadmoor.
Yeah, the teacher lies to you. They have copies. They have them in their office. And like if you don't have it, you say I need to borrow one.
No, you went to Oakshire. Like this is like
No.
the school's teachers.
I
did
went to
that,
Oakshire
didn't
for half of 4th grade. And then I switched
you?
over
You went
to Legion
Mr.
Park.
Williams. Oh no, I.
But yeah, I did have
Broadmoor,
Mr. Williams, the band teacher.
Oh.
Because he switched
but
over
that's
from
the thing.
Broadmoor to go to Legion
No,
Park
he did.
for 6th
He
grade.
did too. He did both.
Oh yeah. Maybe he did do both. I don't know.
Yeah, he did do both. He would go back and forth because they would go because the band times would be at different. They would be at different times.
Yeah, well, either way.
So I've seen him at Legion Park, and well, I knew he was at Broadmoor because he was my teacher.
I just know that he had copies, and if you didn't bring yours that day, you could ask him to borrow one. And then he was always so forgetful that you could just be like, oh, I already gave it to you, instead of having to waste money on a book. And then at the end of the year, you could just give it back to him and be like, hey, I took this from you at the beginning of the year. And then he'll probably chew you out, but then I'll be like, not wasting 20 bucks on a book I'm not going to use after this.
Dude, they had this like whole incident about like you know how like banging can also like be referred as sex or fucking like hitting on instruments and hitting on shit.
Oh, wait, what?
You know how like people can use banging as either like hitting on shit or like having sex and shit.
Oh yeah.
So they had this whole incident in class about that. Because there was someone who kept hitting on shit in the back of the classroom and would say stop banging on shit. Or not, he would say stop banging. And so like the class would be laughing and shit at him because he didn't know what the other words and what that meant. It's like the next day, he went and talked to like the principal about it. And it's like next day, man, he was chewing us out because no one told him what it meant.
Why would you? It's your band teacher, like.
Yeah, that too. That was the thing. That's like no one was gonna tell me.
Anna, are they here? Look out the front window.
I keep crashing, and this shit's annoying.
They wouldn't park outside.
Yes, they would. They brought her car. The truck's in the lot.
Dude, I'm crashing. That's my question. You should start going on the ship. You don't start.
You gotta love when your parents disappear for hours.
Oh yeah. You know what they're doing? Motel 6.
Motel 6. Dude, that's retarded. I'm not gonna lie, that's funny, but that's retarded.
What do you mean?
My parents went out to go buy cigarettes. They're not back yet.
Motel 6?
My dad left me when I was 6. He went to go buy cigarettes, he never came back.
You went to Motel 6?
He bought a rocket launcher.
Oh shit.
He bought a rocket launcher and started screaming Allahu Akbar.
Goddamn. What are you,
No.
not Arabian?
I don't know. I've never met the dude.
Goddamn.
Trust me, if I knew, I would tell you.
What the fuck is my game doing? I don't like it. I don't know what it's doing and I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, what's your favorite type of popsicle?
I don't know. I haven't had many popsicles. I had a very dark childhood.
If you like a lot.
I remember back when I was a kid, I never would catch a goldfish in my mouth. But you know.
You're the kid that would try for hours to catch a goldfish in his mouth.
No, I was a kid who didn't even know what the fuck that was.
Dude, I was the kid that would sit in the cafeteria and like throw a grape all the way up to the roof and then try and catch it in my mouth and send it flying across the gym. Or like the cafeteria.
I was a fucking cracker when I was a kid.
I remember we had a food fight back in 4th grade. This was like, dude, how old was I?
Dude, what school did you go to when that was? What school was that?
This was at Legion Park. Like, Legion Park, it used to be a really good school, but now it's went straight ghetto.
See, nothing ever fun like that happened at Brockmore. Like, the stuff that they had, like, they had, like, some cool shit, but, like, they had this one thing where you, like, you shot shit at, like, there was, like, paint, you shot paint at the fucking principal. Which, that wasn't, I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't that fun. Like, that was one of those things that they hyped up, like, it was gonna be really cool, but it wasn't.
Or like where you get to pie your principal, but it's just whipped cream on a plate.
Yeah. Like, that, I think they did do that too. One thing was, like, we had this, one of the best times like one there, like, and that wasn't even like one of the events that they made, like the fucking school had set up. Like, we were in the because this was they did a thing at the baseball field, and so we were chilling on the bleachers. So they had this big whole thing where they were like pin tapping, and so like they rap while they're doing that shit was dope. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that was for like the coolest. Like, they randomly do like pin tapping battles and shit. Like, every once in a while they'd fucking like, it was like they did this whole thing with like the eggs, bacon, grits, and sausage things, and they like fucking school friendly different versions and shit like that.
Dude, and sorry, this popsicle's really cold and it's hurting my teeth. So in Legion Park, 4th grade. Give me a second. So 4th grade, you know how on the last day of school they would do like water days?
Yeah, but like
with the
get to,
water
like,
slides
make
and
a-
stuff.
yeah, water slides.
Yeah, and then there was like one group would go outside and have the water day, and then one group would stay inside and watch movies, and then they would switch like at noon.
Yeah.
Well, Legion Park, they had that, except for everybody went outside, and there was a water side, and then they had this huge inflatable obstacle course.
Oh shit.
And I wanted to race in it so bad, and then when they finally opened it, like they let you switch between water course and inflatable thing, like it didn't matter. You could be soaking wet and go do the obstacle course.
Nah.
So it had like these inflatable little blockers, and then like ladders and stuff you had to climb, and then there were slides and stuff. And I was racing my friend Michael, and we were racing through the inflatable obstacle course, and he had smacked one of the blockers, and it hit me in the face, and it sent me flying backwards. So I got up, and we run into the ladder, and it was one of those like impossible ladders like you see at the carnivals and stuff.
Well, that's dumb because those things are like those string in the middle and one string in the back.
Yeah, and it's like
you know, like
nearly
working on
impossible. So
It's
I had
not
really
stable
good,
either.
I had really good grip strength at the time. So like I was climbing, and I had my toes wrapped around the bar, and I had my fingers wrapped around the bar, so I wasn't letting go.
So he was like upside down, right?
Yeah, I was upside down. So I go over to Michael's, and I push his over, and he falls, and I was getting him back for the inflatable blocker thing. Well, he falls, so he grabs onto mine, and keep in mind, this is one of them stretchy, like, strings. So he lets go, and I go flying up. Like, I got launched. And I'm sitting here worried about when I fall, and I'm like, wait, it's an inflatable obstacle course. Well, it's just my luck that I go up high enough to where I go over the barrier, bounce on the barrier, and then land on my butt on the ground. And it was just a thud. And I got up, and the teacher's like, oh my god, are you okay? You like, do you need to go to the nurse? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm just like, I probably have a bruised butt, though. Cause like I'm sitting here and I'm walking around like, dude, that hurts so bad.
You know what the worst shit was? Like when you wake up and you fall off your bed or some shit like that, and like that shit was like the most
Dude,
wretched.
So I have a bunk bed, and I turn my fan on high blast when I go to sleep because I like it cold. So
I know where this is going.
I sleep on the top bunk, and one night I woke up because I had to use the bathroom, forgot my fan was on high blast, and I sit straight up, and my forehead catches the fan blade, and it hurts so bad. I was like, ah. So I'm sitting here dizzy and disoriented because I just got smacked in the head by my fan blade on high blast. So I'm just chilling. So I'm going to go use the bathroom, and then, not realizing my feet aren't on the ladder, I step off.
Oh,
And then
no.
that's where I messed up because there was a bookshelf behind me, and then there was my dresser in the closet. Because the way my closet's set up, the bar's up top, the dresser's down there, and then one of my closet doors is held open by my bookshelf. I slip, I hit my back on the bookshelf, I slam my head onto the dresser, and then I stand up, and then I'm walking out of the bedroom, and I trip over my brother's stuffed animals, and I just fall flat onto the ground. And at this point, I just get up, I use the bathroom, and I just give up on trying to climb up on my bed, and I just go to sleep on the bottom bunk.
That's just fucking fantastic.
I am a massive klutz.
Yeah, that shit, like, that's like the worst. You know what's fun? When your brother leaves his key on the fucking bus. I'm so glad they found it, because it was Drake. So I was like, you know, Drake had band practice. Like the day before, he left his freaking key on the bus, and so like the bus driver's like, "Yo, anybody left a key here?" And I'm like seeing that, and I'm like, "That was a monkey key," and it's because Drake's got this weird ass fucking monkey key for some reason. for the house. And so
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
looking
I've
at
seen it. He still has it, and it's weird.
Yeah.
I asked him about it. I was like, why do you have a monkey key?
And it's
and-
chewed up too.
And I thought, dude, he chews on it in class. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're in 10th grade. Why are you using your key as a chew toy? I'm like, are you still teething?
Maybe.
And I was like, then again, it's Drake. And he's quiet.
Drake's quiet. Because he doesn't like anybody.
The worst part is
Yeah,
we used to be best of friends in like 7th and 8th grade. And we just stopped talking because I got sent to honors and he just stayed in regulars. It used to be me, Drake, and Brendan. I'm sure you've heard of Brendan.
Yeah, I know Brendan. They're
Yeah.
in band together.
Yeah, I was in band with them. This is when we were all in band together.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. I dropped band, Brendan dropped brand. Drake's the only one
Brand.
still in band. Shut up. Drake is the only one still in band. And none of us talk to each other anymore. And like when we meet in the hallways, it's just like the weirdest greetings. We're just like, hey. And we all say hey. And we're like, hey, we should hang out at lunch. 2 periods pass and we're like, okay, it's time to go to lunch. We don't hang out at lunch. We all go our separate ways. And like, the only time we see each other is in between 4th period, and that's because me and Drake had Spanish together. And dude, I remember the first time, right before coronavirus, we were in 4th period. It was the day that we got off of school for coronavirus. And the Spanish teacher's like, okay, we're not doing anything all day because, you know, the coronavirus. So we're like, so we have this kid named Jaden Kaufman in our class. And he's an idiot. Like, he's not an idiot. He's really
Most people
smart.
I know named Jaden are like that.
He's really smart, but he's like annoying at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. He's funny. He's a class clown, but he's retarded.
Yeah, I have a kid like that in my class. Or
So
wasn't
he starts like
back,
cursing in Spanish and stuff. And then he starts asking how to say curse words. And like there's this word you can pronounce like where it's this A word. Azur. And it's just like, you pronounce it one way, and it means something, and then if you pronounce it the other way, it's the Spanish curse word. It's like culo. If you know what culo means, I shouldn't have to explain it.
I don't.
That's what Google Translates for. I'm not gonna explain that to you. But either way. And so, we're all trying to pronounce it. None of us pronounce it right. And then she's like, no, it's this. And we're all like, oh, okay, so it's this. And we all say it right. Here comes Jaden. Like, speaking Habibu. And we're just like, no one understanding him. And he's like a really white kid. So when I say speaking Habibu, I mean he's making up gibberish. I said gibberish, not Chinese.
That's not Chinese, that's gibberish Chinese.
Ni hao. I feed you my cat. $10. $10. I feed you my cat.
That's racist.
I mean, China's the one that made it legal to eat cats.
Not illegal to eat cats. It's not illegal to eat any animals unless they're endangered.
It's illegal to
Best
eat
thing I don't-
humans. And we're animals.
We're endangered. I mean, we are in danger of ourselves. Freaking crackers, man, I swear. Whoa. Don't you hate it when your tie tries to kill you? Oh, hello, my dude. Did you die?
Yes, Eli. Yeah.
Dude.
No, I don't. And
Hey,
they weren't here. They didn't tell us to get off. Sorry.
smart.
Wait, they're not here?
They
Hey,
are.
You know how you got shit where like you're supposed to wear formal clothes and shit.
Yeah. We gotta hurry up and wrap this up because I'm probably about to have to get off.
Yeah. So you know, like, so that's the thing. Like, so for some reason, I always like to wear ties, but when I'm wearing them, I don't like to wear ties.
You like to wear ties when
ties.
Dude, were you that kid when you were little and you were playing like a spy game? You always like wore a suit, or you'd like find some black clothes and put them on.
I don't know, probably.
We used to play hide
Like
and seek in the
formal
dark,
clothes.
and we would call it Spider. Dude, okay. And we're playing Spider, which is pretty much like Blind Man's Bluff, where you have your eyes closed and you try and find people in the dark. Hide and seek with your eyes closed. That's what Blind Man's Bluff is.
Marco Polo.
Marco Polo is what you play in a pool. Blind Man's Bluff.
I know, but like outside of the pool.
Yeah.
It's basically.
Either way, we were playing Spider, and Spider is you're pretty much acting like a spider. You have to feel the vibrations in the floor while they walk around.
Oh, that sounds
And the thing
bitch.
about Dayton's grandma's house is that it's carpeted. So if you wear
Oh,
socks and you step very slightly, you can avoid the person just long enough for them to tag someone else. And when they tag someone else, they're caught in the spider's web. So you have to, like, you know,
Freeze
go tag them.
mechanics.
Yeah. Freeze tag mechanics called Spider using acoustic vibrations. So it's like a mixture of all sorts of
So
games.
what you gotta do is you gotta throw something at the other
It's
player.
basically land Marco Polo in the dark.
Wait, how do you win this
Uh,
game?
You win this game by being the last alive. Or being the
So throw shit
spider.
at-
Or being the spider and tagging everyone.
so
If you're
like
the
me,
last alive,
so
you
all
can't
your
be picked
teammates-
first last time. If you're found first and you get caught and no one tags you, you're the spider next time. If the spider gets all people, the spider wins.
Damien,
What?
later, if mommy doesn't make us get off as soon as they come in, which they probably are going to, do you think we could play Minecraft together? It's one just us.
No.
Dude, you ever played like?
Why?
Do you play kickball?
Did I ever kickball?
Like back at recess, like in 6th grade, we had kickball. Did you ever do that?
Not during recess, but during gym. And then we got that taken away because one of the kids kicked the pitcher in the face and broke his glasses,
Yeah.
and the school got sued.
Oh shit. So what we had back.
Dang
at
it,
our
Karen!
recess-
You ruined kickball for everyone.
Bro. What we had back at 6th grade and before that for a while, we played kickball. And so the annoying shit about kickball was no one wanted to be on the kicker side. Not the kick. Everyone wanted to be on the kicker side, right?
No one wanted
And
to
so-
play in the field.
So what I would do, since I was better than everybody else, wasn't better than everybody else, but I was one of the better players. So I would go on the fucking defensive side, and I'd have some of my homies with me who were good at the game too. And I'm like, come on, let's go hop on this side. We're gonna wreck these fools. So it's this big ass team, and it's just me and two people. All right, me and these two people against this fucking big ass line of fucking kickers. And like, no wait, I didn't kick it. I'm like, tough luck, you little bitch.
Damien, did you
You should have been on the fucking
skateboard?
defense side. So like me and this my friend, we like destroyed the
Just like-
fucking
It's basically
kickers.
a snowboard.
Like they had like 3 people in, and like no one wanted to leave. And I'm like, man, y'all just get the fuck out of here. Y'all should have been stopping all the bitches and getting on.
You know what
It's like everyone
sucks?
runs.
At HO, we had dodgeball for the longest time. Like for the first 2 years. For the first 2 years, we had dodgeball. Not first 2 years. For 9th grade and 10th grade, we had dodgeball. And then Coach Duplantis went go teach a different class, and he was the one who always let us play dodgeball. And we had this kid, his name was Levante,
Elsewhere try to do better than that?
and he was crazy, dude. I mean, like, we would play dodgeball with him, and he was like this really tall, skinny black dude. And he was super good at dodgeball. Like, he would dance while playing dodgeball, like just dodging. And then when he would throw, it would whiz through the air, and when it hit you, it would hurt so bad. And the school's dodgeball was always weird, because like, you'd get out and then go behind the enemy team, and if a ball crossed a certain line, you were allowed to pick it up and throw it at the enemy team. So it's like dodgeball, but you were never out.
Dude, I remember, I got the whole fucking gym to start this fucking game of dodgeball with like no one getting out. Cause, alright, so it's me and some friends on my team. It's, well, it wasn't just me and some friends, cause how everyone did their dodgeball, it was split. So I was talking to some of my friends, and we both got out. Because we was talking about how like they had a bunch of people on the other team, cause you know how like people will get out and they won't get back in.
Or, you mean they get back in?
No, they get back in just because they get back in just because, or like they don't get out. You know what I'm saying?
Could just keep going down.
It's like at this point, I'm talking to one of my friends. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm tired of this shit. Cause like there was like the whole team doing it too. Like we had a few people in. So at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going back in. So me and my friends fought. Some of my friends fought, and at that point, like the whole fucking team just like I said, fuck it, let's go. Like we got the whole fucking half the team that's already out to get back in the fucking game. So we got the whole fucking game, which is just like everyone staying in. Ugh. Oh, shit, that game was fun, I ain't gonna lie.
First class flying.
Oh, shit. Dude, how long have you been streaming for?
Shit.
Hey, my dude.
I left the Mountain Dew in the freezer for too long, so it turned into a Mountain Dew Icy.
You was trying to do that thing where you put your drink in the freezer so it gets cold faster.
Yeah, I just wanted it to get cold faster, and then it stayed in there for so long that it turned into...
Sick. We get nice.
Alright, Hayden. I'm gonna see you.
Alright, I'm seeing you.
Alright. The end of story time. Good night.